Look at Akuje that was just sold for peanuts. We are reviving it. Look at the one in Odeda here. We are reviving it. In fact, the one in Odeda, we were in California. We are in Fresno. There's a university of agriculture in Fresno. Indeed, I never knew. All we hear about California was Hollywood, this, that. We never. In fact, it was a pleasant surprise to me that they make more money from agriculture than even in the showbiz industry, which everybody knows them for. Yes, I was there. We went for one agri show, and I begged that, pleaded that, please, what I've seen here, come and help us. Any moment from now, we'll start. They've been here. We are partnering with the Malaysia because of the palm plantation, the expertise in that. We are getting the best in the world, people that have done it well. It's like to come and transfer that knowledge to build our capacity for us. They are coming now, which is good for us. Look at our farm settlement in all our three senatorial districts. We have farm settlements where we are encouraging our graduates. It's like they are now turning to be employers of labor. We went to this collaboration with Bank of Industries, where 1 billion was given. Of course, we put down 500 million. They advanced another 500 million to support our farmers, our traders, our artisans. That's what we are doing. So agriculture to us, indeed, is the pivot, is the bedrock, is the premise, is the foundation on which all of these other things will rest. Because it's the proceeds from that agriculture that we will now use to fund our health sector, to fund our education, to improve on our infrastructures. And gradually now we are getting there. I'm happy to report, I've said it, that we are number one, the most industrialized state in Nigeria. It doesn't come just like that. It is through deliberate effort, deliberate plan to say that, oh, this is where we want to be. Let's attract. And the era of maybe citing an intravenous manufacturing outfit here and putting ceramic by the side is over. It's well planned, well thought out. So in this sector, okay, this is the agricultural belt, or this is the pharmaceutical belt, this is the education belt. It is like that. So our schools now, yes, all our schools are in one place. We are now having what we call industrial hub, industrial parks, logistics centers. And don't forget that we have access to gas in the state. Your Lord should go there. The Onijongo axis is there. There's one in Shagamu, there's one on the express. So there's one in Agbara. So we're endowed. So we are using agriculture now to be the game changer for us, really. That's where our strength lies. And we are encouraging our young ones to go into agriculture. Today, I tell you that all of these hotels, particularly those one in Lagos and even probably in our other neighboring states, all their poultry requirements is from us. Don't forget that we are the number one poultry capital again in Nigeria. We are. And we are not ready to relinquish that top spot. Not just in the area of industrialization, in the area of poultry, in the area of that's what we seek to do. Even what we are doing now, sold out. Even in all of those farm settlements, all our young graduates sold out. Probably till the next year, everybody sold, or whatever they produce. Some people are there taking it straight. It shows that we are reviving, we are bringing back middle class back in Ogun State, the way we live. And that leads me to the fourth, and that is because yes, affordable housing and urban renewal. It is the way we were brought up. You know, our forebears, you have to give it to them. What are our population those days? When we were young, we as a growing up child will sit down somewhere, we'll be playing, I will pick WE, some will pick WN, the number of plate numbers. In one day, maybe 5 vehicles. And those days, even the Babawolo of this world, they did the roads were there. Narrow roads, they were there. Solid road. All the Telewudu of this world, Buvanti of this world, the Akadeko of this world, all of those are solid road that they did. How many cars then? We'll be picking cars. If we are lucky, I'll see WE4 in one day. Hey, I've won. You see maybe WJ, WN, WE, all sorts. They were futuristic, they thought ahead, they did what they did. Some are telling me, why elephant something? They don't know what we did. They are not seeing what we are seeing. When Babawo did the Cocoa House over 60 years ago, they said 1962, do the arithmetic now. The people were abused. I was told that even our women were made to riot, call him off sort of name, Ole, Baba Lami, Baba this. Today, that singular, well thought through idea defines the entire landscape of our Oodua states now, except Lagos. Even Lagos, how many of those houses there, of places there, that are more than even 25? Maybe you can count, not up to even maybe 5 or so. So you have to give it to him. Those are visionaries. Those are people that can see beyond now. They can look and say, oh, this is where we want it to be. And that's why they did what they did. You are a television man. You understand that Nigeria was the third nation on earth to have television. Because one man called Awolowo went to the States. He saw them and said, I like this. The following year he went to the UK. You have done it. He begged them to come and do. So lo and behold, television built in Nigeria, in Ibadan to be precise. When all the China, Germany of this world, they don't have. France, you see. And look at where we are today. You cannot even manufacture one television now. People are doing all sorts now. They started from black and white to color to LCD to crazy ones now. We cannot do anything because we dropped the bomb. So we don't want to be like that. We don't want the same road, the same amenities that our forebears did. Look at I'm nearly 60 now. So how is it unacceptable? So when I see people opening their mouth and saying that he's building road, is it what we need, doing bridges? I just look at them and laugh. Look at Lagos, BRT. World Bank refused that they cannot fund it unless they have 6 lanes. That is the rule. You must have a dedicated lane for the bus mass transit. You can call it, they call it their own BRT, bus mass transit, which is, we call our own BMT too, bus mass transit. Unless you have a 3 lane, a 6-lane road, they cannot. And that's why forcefully Lagos have to demarcate that one road. That road was done by General Gowon. How many years now? So when people are myopic, when they cannot see beyond now, that's when they will say what we are doing is rubbish. Look at what we've done now. Everybody, whether the Americans, the British, the French, the Germans, I just returned from Germany. I was proud. They were saying that get to that town in Abeokuta is like any of the Western world. Am I not happy? Yes, our forebears will be happy with what we are doing. We are changing the entire landscape of this state. And for me, I want it to be that there will be nowhere that will be rural. We were in Germany. We moved from Dresden to this to that. We traveled more than 2 hours, 3 hours. Of course, maybe yes, different in sizes, in magnitude. Just like in London, in anywhere else. You move from London to Kent to Slough to this. They may be small. The same thing that's in those mega cities are there. That's what we are trying to do. You must be able to move. Even for all of those, look at the Yewa axis, what we did there. The 110-kilometer road that we are doing. For the first time, somebody was asking me today that Yewa North, Yewa South. And I said, you know what? just unbelievable as it sounds, this is one community, this is another community. If they are well linked, within 10 minutes they are within one another. But today they will travel about 2 hours because they are not linked. So first of all, leave Ilaro, come back to Abeokuta, come back, go to Bayetoro again. So wow. Just look at the safety, security implication. That's
the inconvenience.
Yes. And even the money they will have to spend. So it's what we've done now. For the first time since I've been in politics, first time ever, we went to Ipokia. We were able to leave Ipokia to have a Imekwafo rather. We left Imekwafo and we came out through Ilaro. Wow, that's never happened to me. We have to forcefully go back again, back to Ayido, back to Abeokuta. So it's happening now. We'll be going to Ipokia tomorrow. When we finish in Ipokia, we'll go back again through Ilaro. That is something that has never happened. Even some routes that have never been opened since creation of time, we are opening it. We are telling our people that nowhere should be rural. Yes, it can. Yes, in terms of the magnitude and sizes, it can differ. For crying out loud, you will see Tesco in London. You will see a bigger. In fact, they classify them. They categorize them. Oh, these are mega Tesco. These are medium size. These are smaller one. So those are the kind of things we are doing here as well. Yes, there will be truncated road, there will be B, there will be C, there will be just small whatever road. That is the way it is, and that's what we are trying to do. So, to make sure that, of course, our cities, Ogun State, is in tandem, is in sync with what best practices, the way it is everywhere else, we realize that we must urbanize our place. We call it urban renewal. It's not possible for us to demolish everywhere, no. But we will begin to at least bring some sanity into our environment. And that leads me to housing too. With the industrialization drive that we are putting in place, of course, we don't want people to be living too far away from where they work. Look at all those people, and we'll be going to Agbara now to open the housing estate that we did. Now people are living very close to where they work. It even reduces their cost of sales because they don't need to travel far. So we are bringing all of this back. Things that people believe can never happen. Things that they see on television, that, oh, this is London, this is this, this is that. It's happening. And I take my, the courage, the whatever, to push ahead with what those our giants did. With this other his lieutenants. And if I have to look at the one that, yes, we can see, look at Dubai for instance, because of one soul that was determined. Just look at what Dubai has done. He was determined, Sheikh Zayed, very determined man. He went to the UK. I understand that he was downgraded. They said that there is no first class for him to fly on British Airways. He asked them that can't they do their own? He got the best brain that he won their own. Today Emirates is like, he's even giving British Airways of this world would run for their money. Go and see their airports. Go and see the number of people that pass through that airport today. Who could have imagined? In 1990, I was married in that place. We were waiting for flights. Just look at it today. Probably every minute or every other minute, plane is taking off landing. Because of the desire, genuine desire of a leader to say, yes, we must get it right. So if you are determined, you are ready. So for us now, look at our houses estate that we are doing. I invite you, we are very soon now, within the next, I think 2-3 weeks now, we'll be commissioning about 3 or 4 of our housing estates that those are the pilots. The one in Agbara, the Orange Valley here, the Paeke Degun for the civil servants, the playing field. We are starting New Maku now, and we have 2 or 3 new cities that we are doing now. By the time we finish it, I pray to God that God will give us the wherewithal to see it through. Ogun State will never be the same for good reasons. We have about 3 that we are doing now. And don't forget I told you that our light rail is coming on our metro. We're starting our light rail straight. Finished everything, is just to move to site. We will move there. So if I now tell our people that, oh, we are starting our rail, they say, he has gone to carry, he's going on debt, this, that. Because they cannot think the way we are thinking. Yes, I know it will cost a lot of money. But I know it will not be finished in 1 year. It will not be finished in probably even in 3 years. But we can say, okay, complete blue line. Look at Lagos. Lagos is doing red line now. The blue line hasn't been done. All the 2 lines is done here for us in Ogun State. I'm in contact. I will go and sit down with the Redeem. I'm giving them a line is going to the church. Every month they move very close to 1 million people. They come, they go. They create problem on the road for us. By the time we drop a light for them, we move them to Ikorodu, to Gijo, come back to Shagamu, go to Yebo, come to Abeokuta, go to the axis, the one that is coming from Agege to Songo, to all that Ojodu, Akute, Alagbole, Agbado, all of those. Look at what we are doing there now. We are totally redefined the entire landscape of that area. By the time we finish that place, you just think you are in any of the commercial capital of the world. And gradually, all of those houses, they demolish, they will demolish. You will see a regeneration of some sort. That is the way to go. Our forebears, if we are the first that have access to education,